everyone. This is Peace. Good morning to you all. I'm out here walking at Palmer Park and had the beautiful experience of seeing the deer close up. Took some wonderful pictures. It's good to be out in nature. I love the quietness, the natural beauty. Things are greening now. The paths I have walked are pretty much clean. Did see a few cigarette butts, so some people don't respect Mother Earth the way she needs to be respected. But for the most part, so far what I've seen is pretty clean. I'll just do a quick pan for you so you guys can see that it is starting. The greenery is coming. I've already walked down one path, and so now I'm walking down another. And this is my first time out here walking this part. I want to talk to you all today about dealing with disappointment and hurt. You know, I had met up with someone that I thought that we might be a relationship with, I was told. And unfortunately, the person was dishonest with me. They were not totally truthful with me. You see, I'm a psychic. And I told the person up front, I'm a psychic, you know. Wanted to make sure that they could live with that. You know, that wouldn't be a conflict. So I addressed it up front. Unfortunately, they were not fully truthful with me. They led me to believe that they were okay with it. So I proceeded on, continuing to deal with them. But then at a certain juncture, I pulled out my tarot cards and they said, oh no, don't do that here, no, in the house. And they said, oh no, I thought you weren't going to do that around me. I thought you weren't going to do that in the house. And I said, well, if we were going to live together, you expected me to take what I believe outside of my home? To not feel free to practice in my home? I would not have dared suspected or assumed you would have thought that if I had a conflict with what you believe, because we don't share similar beliefs, but I don't have a problem with what he believes, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with what people believe. I just have a problem with untruthfulness and not acceptance, you know, be upfront. So they told me that they thought, like as if I would know and agree to not practice what I believe under my own roof. So, you know, I knew that was bullshit. Why would somebody even think such a thing? I mean, would they themselves accept being expected to leave their own home or their own dwelling to practice their own belief if they were involved with someone? So I call the bullshit card on that. But I didn't find out until after I had gotten deeper involved with the person. And so as a result, I was hurt. Because I had been moving under the belief that was understood, because I had a face-to-face discussion with them. And that was the time for them, since this is such a critical issue for them, to be completely truthful and honest with me. And if they truly cared about my feelings, they would have brought that up. Well, are you going to practice this in the house? I mean, you know, let me know, hey, we're adults here. We're supposed to behave in a mature, mutually respectful manner. This person did not. So I felt hurt by that. Not so hurt that we not going to be together. Not hurt by that. I mean, you know, That's not where the pain comes from. I'm okay with not being with this person. I'm okay. No one is okay with not being told the truth, with not being given full disclosure. See, to me, this person held that part within them. Why would you hold that within you? Knowing good and damn well you wouldn't accept that. So that person didn't care enough about my feelings. So yes, I felt very hurt, very hurt. And I chose to, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? So, I have to just go exactly by what I feel, not listen to anyone else's opinion. Or I can listen, but still let what I see be my guiding light and how I conduct myself. And it just takes time in a relationship to really see the person. But then on the flip side, we have people who end up getting married and then the man cheats on the woman. Even though in their vows, he may have said, he would be faithful and all this stuff, and then they turn, or the husband or wife cheats on the woman. So I realized there is no certainty. There's no guarantee with anything. You're taking a chance, but the key is to do your best to vet the person as much as you can. And, like I said, I had some red flags, and I did not heed them well enough trying to decide which way I should go. I think I'm going to walk. I'm going to go to the right. I did not heed them well enough. And so, I say to myself, I wish I had just pulled out my tarot cards earlier in the day. But I could not have known that. That's not a reasonable expectation for someone to know. So he was dishonest with me. And I wanted to be careful because I do not want to have to deal with numerous men with light-colored tick bites in this. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to walk down to this end and turn around. These are my tick bites of ticks in this area. One thing I want to avoid. So the good part about this is that I discovered quickly that this is not the person for me. I need an honest, upfront, truthful, fully disclosing man to be in my life, because that's what I am. That's who I am. I'm a fully disclosing, honest, upfront woman. We meet each other as adults, mature adults, and we express our needs and our wants, because I'm not wasting time. But unfortunately, even though some people may put forth that picture and say those things, they don't follow through. And that's how people get hurt, because people don't tell the truth, or they withhold information because they may have an ulterior motive. So I'm going to use this experience to become wiser and make sure I fully vet the person, and not go by what anyone else tells me, and pay attention to the small or big red flags. Yes. So what I've chosen to do now, oh yes, and if you feel hurt, feel the hurt, feel the pain, let it come through your body. Cry if you have to, pound a pillow if you have to. Don't hold it in. That only hurts you, and that keeps you from continuing to love. So let it out. Because yes, I felt angry. I was hurt, this person. But I chose to heal myself because I choose to love myself. I would say yes, I did not love myself the best I could, but while dealing with this person, or else I think I would have guarded my heart much better. I would say that. So I see that for what it is, and I take responsibility for that, and I'm choosing to do better. That's all you can do. And ask God for discernment and to act on what I receive with whomever I meet and however they be. Because I choose to love people and respect people, and I just expect the same in return. So, but there's gosh, I can only imagine the pain that people go through when they get involved in relationships, especially if one cheats on the other. One say, I no longer want you for whatever reason. They steal from each other. Just so many painful things that happen. I'm thankful I'm not going through that. I don't know where I'm going to walk. I think I'm going to just walk. I'm going to turn around now because it looks like the trail has pretty much ended. I don't know where you go from here. But anyway, feel the pain. Let it move through your body. Cry, write, do whatever. But I will caution you not to come back at the person in a negative manner. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help them. It may help you feel good for a minute, but you're just putting out the negative energy. You want to respond with love in all your actions, even when you're done wrong. You want to be assertive. You want to let the person know how you feel, what you think they did wrong that was hurtful. And you can say it in a still respectful manner, and learn how you can better protect yourself, protect your heart. Because we're each learning more each day to grow in love, how we can love ourselves better, so that you can keep that love inside of you and have an openness in you to meet the right person who will truly love you, who will be honest and upfront and fully disclosing with you, who won't have a hidden agenda, who will be careful not to hurt you. No, this life is not easy, but we are growing, and let's continue to grow together. God bless.